Hey there, creative coders. Welcome back to the Coding Clubhouse. Today, we are diving deeper into Code.org's Artist Lab to understand how some of the blocks work. And I'll show you a practical example to bring it all together. Plus, you'll get to apply everything you've learned in previous lessons to build your own coding masterpiece. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about some of the blocks in Artist Lab. The action block. This is the action block. This block is all about movement, as you can see. For example, the move forward block. It tells the artist to move a certain number of pixels. Now, just to be clear, since I want this to be a step-by-step instruction, this right here is the artist. Right? So when you take the move forward block, you are telling the artist to move forward a certain number of pixels. You can change the number to make the artist move further or shorter distances. Let's try it out. We drag out the block into the workspace, we set a number, and we click run to see what happens. So let's do that. We drag this out into the workspace. We set a number. 50. Then we click run to see what happens. I like to set the pace to be slow so we can work with it. There, we see what happened. The artist drew a line or moved forward by 50 pixels. I hope that makes sense. So you can check out all the other blocks here. We have the turn right, turn left, the jump to the left, the jump over, the point to, which automatically makes sense when you understand what the move block does. So now let's look at another thing that is pretty interesting, which is the brushes block. This block controls how the art looks. For example, let's take the set color block, right? And we drag it here. Then let's pick our favorite color. Unfortunately, I do not have a favorite color, so I'm just going to select any random color. I want a color that would pop on the screen. So I'm going to pick red. Let's leave it at red. Red. I could change this to blue, but I want red. So I'm just going to leave it at red. I want it to pop. And then let's also see another thing we can do with the brushes. Let's change the pen size. So we have to look at the block that tells us to change the pen size. Remember, we said the brush block controls how the art looks. So anything that has to do with the look of the art, the color, the size, the pattern, the width, everything is here. You are picking it from the brushes block. So let's look for so it's going to be the set width block. So let's check it. So we want to, this makes the line either thicker or lighter. So let's set it to 10 and then let's reset. Okay, let me do, okay, 10. So let me reset and let's run this. Oh, it's not changing. I'll tell you why. We set the color after we've moved. So let's move after we've set the color. Let's change that. Okay, now let's run. Yeah, so we can change the width again. Let's change it to 2 and let's see what happens. The line got thinner. So that is the point. We can change the line as we move. Does it make sense? Yeah. So that is the brushes block. Let's talk about another block that we need, which is the loops. This block is a game changer. If you remember the last class where we talked about loops, we said it helps. Instead of repeating the same blocks over and over again, you can use a repeat block to do the work for you. This is the repeat block. So imagine we want to draw a square, which we did in the last class. We just bring out the repeat block and then we say to move forward and then turn right 4 times, and then we have our block. That is what the repeat block does. So let's try something practical with everything we have learned. We want to draw a cool pattern. Yeah. I started by taking all that out. Now, what are we starting with? We want to start with our repeat block. Work with me. I'm not telling you what we are drawing until we say it. So just work with me at this point and let's get to it. We start with our repeat block. We take our repeat block and take it out. Then we set it to repeat 6 times. Are you guessing what we are creating? I want you to keep guessing until we are done. If you know the answer before we are done, put it in the comment section. I'll be excited to see that. But work with me as we continue. Then we take the move forward block and we set it. Remember where the move forward block is? It's in the action blocks. So yeah, we take the move forward block. Yeah. And then we set it to 100 pixels. Now that we've done that, we add a turn right block and set it to 60 degrees. Where would that be if you got it right, the action block? So we want the turn right block. And then we set it to 60. Yeah. Are you guessing what we are drawing? Do you know what it is we are drawing right now? Can you figure it out? Let me know in the comment section if you can figure it out. Now, let's do more. Let's set our color. As usual, you should know I want a color that pops. So I'm going to leave the color as red. Yeah. You saw how the color. Now, let's run it to see what happens. That is it. You might wonder what is happening. The artist is moving forward, turning and changing colors 6 times to create a colorful star shape. Yeah, we made a star shape. Now, look at that. We have the red color, but it's not appearing on the first element. Do you know how to fix that? That is debugging. First, we notice that the set color is peaking after the first move right and the first move forward and turn right. So how can we fix this? We can move the set color upward so it picks it from the first instance. There you have it, debugged and correct. So now our red button is from up to down. So you can try what I just did. If your pattern doesn't look right, don't worry. Just like I did, you can debug. Check your numbers. Maybe the turn angle needs to be adjusted or the repeat count is too high. Remember, Coding is all about experimenting and fixing mistakes until you get it right. So let's talk about your final project. Yeah, I'm excited. So far, we've learned about algorithm, programs, debugging, loops. Your final project makes use of all of this to create something. You are creating a unique artwork using everything we've learned. Today is included. Today, what did we learn? We learned about the action, the brushes, and the loop blocks. Add that to the algorithm, program, debugging, and loops that we've learned. You use it to create your assignment. Think of a creative design. Plan your steps and use loops to make it effective. Experiment with different colors and movement patterns. When you are done, share your masterpiece in the comments, or you can send it to my email address. I would love to see what you come up with and what you are able to create. Be creative. Let your artist side come out. And that's it. Now you know how to use the action, brushes, and loops block in Code.org's Artist Lab. Remember, coding is all about creativity and problem solving. So keep experimenting and having fun. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Coding Clubhouse, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our coding adventures. And also, you can book a one-on-one session with me on Preply. Let me know in the comments what you create. I'd love to see your patterns. Until next time, keep coding and creating.